All right, it is Saturday, April 25th, 2026. Guess where we are? Good guess. We're in Chino. We're here for the corn feed run. I think I've covered this one about 4 years now. It's a great car show. They got a loop where the cars are cruising around while the cars are parked. It's one of those shows. So it's really a great one for various shots and things like that. A lot of amazing cars come out for this one. They also get tractors, they also get big rigs, they also get farm implements, and they get a little bit of everything. So what a great show. That's why I keep coming back this one to film it. That's why people keep coming back bringing their cars out for this one. So we're gonna get started and film this one right now. All right, so we got here early enough for some of the roll-ins, which is always a good thing. It's a nice day. It's not supposed to rain until tonight. Last year I filmed this one in the rain. We should be good since it's not going to rain till 8 o'clock, and this car will be dispersed way before then. Got the Shelby GT500 coming through. So this is my only video for this weekend. I couldn't find any shows for tomorrow. It's a really still beaches today. I can't be at two places at once. I'm sure someone else will film that one. I'll get this section before they turn the music on and where all the vendors are. How you doing?
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you?
It's early. Getting up. A little more rollings happening. Chino PD. It's a lowrider GMC truck. I'll get some shots over here right now because later on there's music in this area, so it's good to get it now. I do have to be closer to my house around 1 o'clock, so I'll be being mindful of that. I got here really early. It was about 6. I got about 6:40, I think it was. 56 here. Next week, oh man. Okay, most likely we are doing Temecula Rod Run on Friday for the cruise. That's still a maybe because I might have something else going on. Saturday for sure we're going to do Riverside Show and Go. And Sunday we got Long Beach swap meet. So that'll be next weekend going into May. Cars rolling. I did add to the tentative list going to the second half of the year. So that roll through. So there's more stuff if you check the one on this video. It'll be in the comments section right after the video posts. Some dates finally got announced for certain shows. Patrick's Rat Rod, big block powered. Let's see, we're going to go through our list here. May 9th, we're in Culver City for the Culver City Car Show. I did not enter my car this time. Last year I entered it, got very sick, so I couldn't go. So I have not covered that since they moved it from the college back to downtown Culver City, which is where it's been for the last couple of years. And I grew up super close to there. In fact, I used to ride my bike down to the Culver Theater many years ago. This is 1965. Oh, someone wants to get a picture. There we go.
All right, there he is.
All right, there it is. Forward rolling through. What we got? May 16th, Run with the Winner, the Cow Rods. That will be at the Santa Anita Racetrack, May 16th. '58 Chevy. All right. Later on, I said there'll be cars cruising around the loop as well. Benedict Castle Concourse, which I still need to call them about the press pass, on the 17th of May. That's a fantastic show. In fact, that needs to be on my list of things to do Monday, is contact them. It should have been on my list of things to do yesterday, but I had another list and did that list. I don't know. But let's see. Santa Maria, May 22nd and 23rd. So 22nd, we're at the Friday cruise. 23rd, we do the main car show. Check out this coupe. Up at Santa Maria. Then a week later, we're back up in the same area again, a little further up the coast. Pismo Beach for the classic at Pismo Beach. And June 6th, I guess they moved the Pasadena Police Car Show to June 6th instead of Father's Day weekend. So we'll cover that one because it's so close to the house. It's June 7th, we got Friends of Steve McQueen not far from here, where I'm at right now. All the fire apparatus coming through. So we get a little of everything here. 57 Ranchero. It's got a Y block. And June 4th, I guess we'll go to June 14th. There you go. June 14th, Road Kings in Burbank at Johnny Carson Park. And of course, June 19th and 20th, we've got LA Roadsters Father's Day show in Pomona, not far from here. So we do Friday, I do the swap meet. Saturday, I do the car show. And then on that Sunday, Cruise and Brea. And I do have one announcement. Most likely I won't be doing Montrose this year. Oh my gosh, so this one here. I literally looked at the schedule. My daughter and I have been planning on selling a bunch of stuff at the Pasadena City College Flea Market. I determined the only month where it didn't fall on a show, or usually it falls on Long Beach car swap meet day. The only one where it didn't was July. So I said, okay, let's do July, which is July 5th. So it was not thinking, because they did not announce the date for Montrose yet, that Montrose would be that day. And I told my daughter, she says, you promised we're doing the PCC swap meet. So I'm probably not doing Montrose. Now the thing with the PCC swap meet is you call, you reserve, you call, you put your name in a thing. It does not guarantee a spot for the swap meet. So there's still a chance I will be doing Montrose. Which is weird because I literally been filming that one like since I think the channel started. It's like quite literally 10-15 minutes from my house. So literally it just did not cross my mind that the day after the 4th of July there would be Montrose. Because usually I film Fillmore on the 4th of July, and like the following weekend I film Montrose. Which this year the 4th of July falls on a Saturday, so it's literally the following Sunday is the next day. So it was kind of my mistake. What other shows I filled in? Oh, we got Grand National Truck Show. So we're looking at a truck. They're doing that again in September at Pomona at the Fairplex. Nice F100. It's got little license plates and wood and Anheuser-Busch crate. Whenever I see those crates at sales, I grab them for records, like anything with cool writing on them, as long as they're reasonably priced. The shabby chic people drove up the prices on those. That's a nice Beetle. But yeah, so good chance we're not doing Montrose this year because promises I made to my daughter. Sorry. We've literally been pricing stuff to sell at the swap. I've never even been to the Pasadena City College swap meet. It's 5 minutes from my house. It always falls on the same day as a car show. 55 here, he's got a little mini bike. That's an oldie. Which one is this? This is the You know, the joyride scooter is what they call it. I know guys that have stuff like that because they collect scooters like Vespas and Cushmans and stuff, and they'll have stuff like that as well. So yeah, if you look at this I've filled in up until end of October for what I could find for shows. I need to start on November, December pretty soon. Although I've already put the Pomonas and that sort of thing in there. The ones I had were like Big Bear in August, the Flashback Car Show in Glendora. That's usually the same day as El Segundo. I usually do the El Segundo during the day, then the Glendora shows at night. Last 2 years I did both because they were spaced out enough where I could do that. They did not announce that El Segundo is happening yet, so I did not pencil that one in. That's 56. Nomad, plus the El Segundo ones, or not the El Segundo one, the Glendora one is obviously not that far for me to get to. Nice Nomad. I keep calendars going back basically since the channel started. I've kept all my calendars, my wall calendars, filled in with what car shows were on what weekend. So it makes it much easier, because sometimes the dates don't pop up on the car culture calendar yet. So it makes it much easier for scheduling. I usually just look at last year's though, but I have kept them all. It's 56. Nomad here. Very nice. Also, I think it's Pomona's, I think the 28th of June. I believe that's when it is. We are also going to do the same day, Great Race, the end of the Great Race. They're doing Route 66. The end of it is at Pasadena City Hall. But it's not supposedly they don't roll until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I should be able to get that video at least started. I should be able to get it edited and processed and leave it uploading and then head over there and film that. Or the one from Pomona, that is. So I should still get the Pomona video up the same day, and then we'll post the Great Race the next day. Actually, I just bought a brand new SD card, so I got a second SD card to switch to. Big Buick Wildcat. Man, lots of cool stuff coming up on the channel. And also, I picked up a bunch of old hot rod magazines. Not just hot rod magazine, but other, you know, car craft and street rodder and stuff like that at a sale last Sunday for a very reasonable price. It was the end of the sale. The guy had actually stopped the sale, but he still had all these magazines. And so all the ones that are like where the covers are ripped on them. My daughter's really good at doing collages. So the ones where the covers are ripped and nobody would buy them as a whole, I'm letting her collage with them. So we'll see what she comes up with. Might be some cool hot rod art. I bought her some canvases. So she has plenty of canvases. She already did one, but she used all the ads that were in there that weren't car related. So I was like, that wasn't the assignment. Although it came out really good. Although since it was in a car magazine, it's probably stuff car guys would be into anyway, but. Nice C10. I'm trying to get my buddy to come down, who came down for Spring Fling to vend in the swap meet. I'm trying to get him to come down for the blower on this 57. I got some cars coming through. Trying him to come down for LA Roadsters to do the swap meet. And that way I can break some of my car stuff out, maybe some of my magazines to sell. I got a lot of extra parts and things. As any car guy knows, you accumulate things over the years. 66. 57 Ford Fairlane. To a hard top. Now we'll get back to 57 here. Yeah, so it's. In fact, I need to call him this week. Just tell him I'll go in halves with him on a swap space if necessary. As he has a much bigger accumulation of parts than I do. He does vend at Turlock. He got a 63 Corvette Roadster. I will be selling my van. I'm thinking about throwing a. Okay, everybody's wondering what I'm going to ask for. I think I'm going to ask $4,000 on my van. I think that's very fair. If somebody's really interested, I will work something out. I really want a van guy I want someone that's going to keep the interior intact, not just gut it and make a cargo van out of it. You know, that's kind of what it was originally built. Those were originally built as, and then of course a conversion company did the work. Seen on this C10 here. I posted it on the van group, and so far no one on the van group has said they wanted to snag it, so I was going to give it like a week. It's been about a week. I'll probably make a marketplace post. It runs, it drives. It's probably going to need valve seals at some point. If I put Lucas treatment in there, it's okay. It does pass smog. It's currently tagged. It's got a clean title. The original paint is fading a bit, as well as the graphics on the side, but you know, it's to be expected. And it's got Kragers, but the white letter tires have a 2018 date code, so I would probably be thinking about replacing those the next year or two. So you guys have seen the van on the channel. There's a video of it in the Project Cars tab, the 83 Dodge van. Video's from 6 years ago, so, but this gives you an idea what's going on. Let's check out this Galaxy here. You can get to my email through the, I think the page on my channel. Yeah, this Impala. So yeah, so I'm just gonna say 4,000 or best right now. I know that is not a Pomona price. I generally price, when I sell something, I generally price it to move. Whether it moves or not is up to the buyer, but you know, I don't price my stuff super crazy. I literally won't need the parking spot. I don't really, I need the room. My kid's gonna start driving soon, and so she's going to need a parking spot, and I got stuff stored at my mother's house as it is, and I say we're going to have to sell that. Here I got this 59 Ford. So it looks like a Fairlane two-door hardtop. I used to have one of these. I had the same body style, the Fairlane, not the Galaxy, two-door hardtop with the wraparound rear window. Mine had the 352 with the Cruise-O-Matic. Boy, do I miss that car. That was a good one. That's probably one that I really wish hadn't gotten away all those years ago. So it's way nice. Mine was all original though. Mine had original paint. Came from the family, the original owner. See, it's the Fairlane, not the Galaxy. All the 59s, all the Galaxies said Fairlane on the back because they didn't come up with a piece of trim for the trunk. It said Galaxy, only the ones on the side. But the Fairlanes had the wraparound rear window. There's the Galaxy had the they call it the Thunderbird styling pillar with the closer to the way the Skyliners were. International truck. And a little Duster for all the Mopar guys. you missed it, we did cover the Mopar Spring Fling last Saturday. 2-day event. I covered Saturday though, so we could do Sunday at Pomona. Lots of great Mopars in that one, and I also did get the swap meet section, the cars for sale there. So check that one out. C10 short bed, very original patina looking. Might have been a white truck that got painted over at one point, but cool to see. I think we're far enough from the music as we are right now, so I think we're okay. DJs that sets up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't give the video guys a chance to film. It's like, come on, 9 o'clock's good. It's a good time to turn the music on, 9 o'clock. There we go. And now we're in the direct line of sight of the speaker because I understand how acoustics work. So I really have to watch it. Here comes a bug. Speaking of speakers, I picked up a really nice set of Bose 1980s Bose bookshelf speakers. Oh great, now we're done. Seriously folks, 9 o'clock's a great time to turn on the music. Well, there's guys sleeping. Well, short clip will wait through here and we'll find an area where they haven't turned the music on yet. It's even 7 o'clock yet. What's happening? Yeah, it's 7:16 right now. So this is the current time. I'll get what I can. Car show notes, like as to what time the DJ started playing music in my notes. The Soto sedan on the 55. Nice if they're just testing the speakers and only playing a couple of songs. Oh, no, we don't get that lucky. 53 Chevy. Fun fact about this song, the Scatolites are actually the backing band on this track, for those who know, like, ska music. That's why it sounds like it's got a ska beat to it. This one is Superbird. There we go, the Chevy Suburban. Very nice example at that. I think we're far enough from the speaker now. Yeah, I have like car show notes. It's like I'm really like strategic about 63 Impala. I think the guy's actually getting the speaker wire set up as we speak. So let's get through this here quickly. I'm trying to think if there's any other car show announcements or anything like that. Not really. Oh, the bill. Everyone's always asking about the bill. Did pass Transportation Committee in the California Senate on Tuesday. So 9-2 vote. The one lady from like the Vista Escondido area that voted against it last year voted against it again. So I know there were some car guys who were like, let's just say, gonna notify her constituents in that area that she does not like classic cars, and they may consider that in their decision on who to vote for when she's up for re-election later this year. So, in case you're from that area, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, she voted against it again. So, I'm not gonna get all Mr. Political, but if somebody votes against something that you're passionate about, it is your duty or is your right as a citizen to notify people of such things. It was Senator Blakespear, just so you know. Okay, so I'm sure the people who live down the area. I've talked to a few of them, and they say they're going to actively campaign against her when she's up for re-election. And we'll just leave it at that. I do not tell people what to do, but yeah, we're just literally and the bill is like, come on, it's only up to like 1980 at this point with collector car insurance. So they legitimately know that these cars are not getting driven that much. And it's going to move up a year every year to 86, or 85 actually. Not even 86. So my Suburban won't even be exempted.
It all looks
that big Honda full in it. Get back here.
I actually found a vacuum line that came disconnected on it the other day. So that would have actually failed smog for me if I didn't catch it. Although it's not for smog for about 1.5 years. Nice C10. So I did not make a video on, there was no fanfare like last year. There was no big rally at the Capitol with Jay Leno again. But I did post in the group. I actually screenshot when they did the roll call vote on it. I should mention the 75 and older exempt vehicles stay the same. So if I don't mention that, people get all weird. They think they have to get collector insurance on their 75 and older car, which you do not. That's everything 75 older stays the same. You know, they're not going to start smogging your 50s cars. Got 54 Chevrolet here. That's always a good show to come to. Last year it was pouring rain the entire time. In fact, I was drenched at the end of filming this, and there were still cars out here. It was still a really good turnout considering the rain. I think a lot of people were concerned about the rain this week because the forecast did call for rain during the day up until a few days ago, and it shifted to only at night. And I think it's going to rain in the morning as well, so if it's raining tomorrow morning, you can watch the show. Still rolling in. At some point they do the cruising, the Hemi-Cuda. Nice Hemi cars last week. And a couple that's why I didn't do Rat City. It just didn't do well for me last year. I think the trip cost me twice as much as the video made, and I was like, yeah. And it happened to fall in Spring Fling this year, so that decision was kind of like a no-brainer for me. I think the only thing left that I film in Las Vegas is SEMA. Come the end of the year ago. And we're trying to get some of the more, as much of the street shot as possible before the speakers come on this section.
Hey Blake, how you doing?
It's good. A 63 lowrider. Espinoza family. I had a very good friend of mine in high school, him and his brother, Espinoza. And my friend's little brother was actually in the Navy with me. It was kind of weird. Literally just ran into him on my ship on the USS Abraham Lincoln. I sat down to eat and he was sitting across the table from me, and I'm like, what are you doing here? I always remember that. Yeah. Back in the olden days. Every time I see somebody named Espinoza, I always think of my friend Mark from high school and his little brother Dennis. Don't know what happened to those guys. Other than, like I said, the little brother was in the Navy with me for a little bit. Coming through. That's 62. Chevy pickup.
Smith?
Through here. Very nice Chevelle coming through. Cuda. Nova. Carlo. Yeah, there's some music over here, Dill. We'll just get through it. People blasting Nirvana at a car show before, but okay. I did see them in concert though. So I saw Nirvana at the Oakland Coliseum on New Year's Eve. I think it was like 93 or something. I still have the ticket stub. Nephew thinks it's really cool that I actually saw Nirvana. I still think it's pretty cool. C10. And a Bronco. Well, 66 Impala convertible here. I think Nirvana's never my albums. It's one of those you break out every few years and give it a good listen again. That is for sure. Chevy lady owns the Impala's like, it needs a lot of work. I go, that's a really nice 66. I mean, I tell her, I go, you should see my 69 Impala. This thing's way better than that. Yeah, you're rolling through. I still need to get on that 56 Caddy. It's been sitting on a car trailer, on my car trailer, in my driveway since October. And nothing behind it has moved either, so this week I really need to start making some phone calls.
Over here, Bill.
I have the power booster and master cylinder assembly for it. And I just need someone to go through it in those Cadillacs. I had a guy that was supposed to take it. Every time he'd have a spot, I'd get sick and I couldn't take it in. It's a 54 Chevrolet. Very nice truck. Bring that one back. That's only appeared in one video on the channel, the Cadillac. And it was one of the Palm Springs car shows. A Packard, 1939 Packard sedan. It's got the gas ration sticker, if you don't know what that is. Through here, we get to the area where there's no music. Do that. This Pontiac convertible is original patina with the clear coat over it. We got here coming through, we got a 56. Got a Willys wagon here. 39 Ford Coupe. So the reason why I want to sell some stuff, I actually want to get to my 40 Coupe. Like one of those newer police vehicles. Lee Dubs, 49 Chevrolet. So everything that's on the counter, we got the Moon Eyes open house, I believe is in July. It's usually mid-July. It's the same day as the Iski birthday celebration, so I'll try to do both again. Last year that was a tall order. In fact, I got to the Iski thing kind of when it was wrapping up. That's at the Lines Museum, which is a fantastic museum if you have not been. It's very impressive. In fact, I was supposed to contact them and do a full video on it. I did not. So I actually should contact them again. That's another one I need to cut. Gee, Mike, you ever contact anybody? No. Occasionally I do. Got a 65 El Camino. Should be in my car show notes. I always have notes as to who to contact for press passes and things like that. Have to watch. There's some guys screaming across the way here. I think they're joking around. Sounds like. For distance, it didn't sound as good as it does now. 61 Cadillac. This one the old. This is the not the Eldorado. My dad would smack me. My dad was the Cadillac guy. That's 61 though. How's it going?
How are you?
I'm good. Getting around. With a 57 sedan. So you get the 56 out. It's too nice of a car to not be using it.
Hey, Frank. Enjoy your videos.
Oh, thanks. There are the Cadillac Kings. El Camino going by. So I will be probably putting the 66 El Camino up for sale once I can get to it. Once the Cadillac's moved and all is well. I think I bit off more than I could chew with that one. I have enough projects as it is. 57 T-Bird, sorry. I'm thinking my 56 Cadillac in my head. Gotta get to that. Gotta get that out. I think I should just make a day where I can just make all the phone calls I need to make this week. And there's also, I also need to. So I want to consolidate. I want to get down to where I still have the 65 Beetle. I want to have my Cadillac, my dad's 56 Lincoln, and things like that. 55. It's like trying to sell stuff at PCC. I got just a collection of all sorts of things, records, glass. I do collect like glass and ceramics, believe it or not. I've got some expensive pieces that I've picked up for not a lot at like thrift stores and estate sales and whatnot. So I just need to start selling some of it before Cadillac. I have some really nice Murano glass and other Italian glass as well. Sold the vase the other day. 63. Runner 440. Wile E. Coyote behind the wheel. It's got the full Warner Bros. Cartoon thing going. Mustangs. High poke convertible, 289. It's good out here filming. I was just talking to a guy about what's the next step for the smog bill. I was just talking to actually a gentleman I ran into at the gas station by my house the other day. This is a very Mike thing. It's kind of hard not to spot me when I'm filling up the red Suburban. Anyhow, I believe it goes to Senate Appropriations, and then it goes after that to full Senate, and then if it goes through there, it goes to Assembly. Once again, I believe it goes Senate, Assembly Transportation, Assembly Appropriations, where it got killed last year, and then if it goes through there, full Assembly gets through there, it goes to the governor. So that's a lot. I got a Mustang here with Bob. He was at Bob's last night.
Yeah,
he was at Bob's last night. Yeah, I saw him at Bob's at Burbank. I was there. I had my Hawaiian chicken sandwich. Best thing on the menu. Trust me on this. Yes, he drives around with Big Boy in the car. Got his turntable with the original hits, volume 1. It's one of those compilations. He's got plenty of 8 tracks, driving speaker. Check out the old 8-track player. You know what company that one is? I don't see a company on it. Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. That's a classic. Captain Neal, Tula Clark, Willie Nelson, Dueling Banjos, Doobie Brothers, Neil Diamond. Oh, it's minute by minute too. It's like with the it's the Michael McDonald era. Here we go. All right, take it easy.
You all picked up a Buick Skyline.
That's cool. I'm sure I'll see you around, and just gotta look. There you go, 57 Ford. A 57 convertible. Anyone pick up that 57 convertible at Pomona? I thought that guy was pretty close. I figured that thing would sell. He was supposed to call me if it sold. I gave him my card. I think I kept the number, so I'll call him this week. I was really talking to him when another guy came up that his car sold from another video, from the Long Beach video. Or 57. This one is swapped. She's a lowrider. Oh man. Big Cadillac.
Calcium.
Yeah, and it doesn't help like all the medications that doctors.
So my daughter, tonight I have to go, my daughter is in a musical at the school, at the high school. So I'm going to the performance, which will end probably about 10:30. And then I have to get all the props. They're doing Fiddler on the Roof. So they need all these, like, of course I'm the guy who has all the antiques. So they used several props from me, so I have to pick up the props after the show's over at 10:30. So I'll be up late tonight. But they always know they can count on me for props. Last year they did Bye Bye Birdie, so it's supposed to be like in the early 60s. So you can imagine there's the part where all the kids are on the phone. I found them like I think I supplied them like 4 or 5 rotary dial phones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 58. So Fiddler on the Roof, no rotary dial phones in that one, but they did get a chair from me, cooking, like a cast iron pot. Can't remember what else, a few other, one of those antique washboards I had. They wanted rustic looking things. That's 1960. Yeah. I took them some other stuff.
Hey, Danny, you don't need me right now.
They didn't want my cast iron pans. I guess the ones they wound up using don't look anywhere near as rustic as the ones I have. I was like, oh, that's fine. 62 Impala. See, I'm the prop guy for the High School Musicals now. Last year, I did Bye Bye Birdie. They wanted to use one of my jukeboxes until I told them how much they weighed, and then they decided against it. Yeah, because basically the kids would have had to have pushed it on and off the set, and they said, yeah, it's best not to do that. Yeah, it's 58 convertible. Sure, it's 8 o'clock now. I believe at 9 is when they start cruising, if I remember correctly. We will see. Chevy truck. Oh yeah, July 4th we will also be at Fillmore filming on the car show we need. That's right, more Cougars. Got a 62 wagon here, Impala. It's coming back. Well, let's rush to the front. Occupational hazards, there you go. 64 wagon. Got a Riviera, still got a nail head. And got this big dually crew cab, camper special, GMC. Actually been driving my Suburban quite a bit, despite the fuel prices. It does make a good hauler of items. Got a 69 Malibu. So at least the weather is cooperating. It's nice and cool too. So last year I drove home soaking wet from this show. But I got the video. That's what's important. It's 56 Chevrolet here. Automotive. Oh, I did pick up a 65, interesting item. I know car guys collect signs. I know I do. The state sale, same state sale, I got the Bose, 80s Bose bookshelf speakers. I got a 65 mile an hour speed limit sign. 68 Impala here. And it was interesting because I think it's from the 70s from when they lowered the speed limit to 55, because it actually has 4 holes on there that has like a block off plate where they would have put the 5 over the 6 for when they lowered the speed limits to 55. So sort of a piece of history there. But the plate that said would have said 5 was not there, but only the sign. But you can see where it definitely had the 5 that went over it. So kind of an interesting piece for the collection. Amazingly, it was still there at half off, which is mind-boggling to me. But I snagged it, so I will be going up on my fence in the backyard at some point. Couple 58s. We got this 62.
What's up, Mike?
It's good. And it's out cruising. So this show's a really good warm-up for Show and Go next week in Riverside. That's a big show. That's a full day of walking. That's what that show is. Never been to that one? Check out one of the previous year videos. Gives you an idea. Got 63. And a 64. This guy's ready for Halloween. Wait, what month is it? Alright. Alright, we'll get the... Yeah, that's what's nice about these shows where they do the nice cruising loop. I believe all the cars are set in place, if not they're very close. Early Bronco here. Over here, watch out for the music. It's got low enough, I think we can get at least the front without worrying about it. Some Volkswagens. Nice bus.
Hi.
How you doing? So it's nice about vans and buses. You can hang out in them during the show. Okay. How you doing?
Good.
It's good.
Are you Mike?
I'm Mike.
See your channel.
All right, thanks. This bug. 56 Chevrolet here. A Chevy sedan. I'm assuming they're going to be selling. They had pretty good burgers last year. I think it was Kiwanis Club, or whoever puts this on, was making burgers, so it benefited them. Nice 58 Impala here. I'll have to check into that when I decide to take a break. I purposely didn't have any burgers the last couple of days because I knew this was coming up. A late Camaro coming in. '67 Corvette, big block. I got a '61 Chevy Parkwood station wagon. Long roof goodness with the way back. God, there was something else that I added to the calendar. I can't remember what. I'll have to look at the calendar again. I think I put about 4 or 5 shows on the calendar that weren't on there from the last time. Would be a good guess. I said I ran out of time. I had to stop at the end of October. There you go. I got the 56 Ford pickup coming through. 66 Impala. Super Sport 396. Let's see here. What did I add to the count? I think we already mentioned Flashback Car Show. Vista Rod Run, September 6th. I believe that's a new addition to the calendar as well. It's always a good one. Belmont Shore Car Show is the same day as Long Beach Swap Meet once again. So that's the one I wanted. I knew there was something I had to like. I don't think it's possible to do both, even though they're not that far from each other. Belmont Shore was a monster to film last year. So I may not do Long Beach that month and do Belmont, or vice versa. I think it might be better to do Belmont Shore. They're at Buick. Ontario Cruising Reunion, September 8th. That was already on there. Truck Show. Oh, Bellflower Car Show, October 3rd. I think that's a recent addition. Oh, and October 23, 24, we'll do Hot Rod Reunion Nitro Revival at Famoso, like we did last year. In fact, I need to contact them again. They like to do their press passes early. Wow, lots of good stuff coming up. And of course, it all wraps up with the Rose Parade cruise on New Year's Eve. So, and I will, as soon as they start announcing more dates for November, December, we'll fill that in. Hopefully we'll see another Moon Eyes Christmas party, which I'm wearing the shirt right now, actually. It's 63. I imagine they'll announce that date around the time of the open house at Moon Eyes. I really hope they're doing that again, because that was, God, what a fantastic, there was just not enough time to cover that show last year. I don't think I even did half of that show. How you doing? So, and I always say, the stuff I'm not filming, you can always check. Some people keep asking. There's a website called SoCalCarCulture.com, and they have all sorts of shows. And if you're putting on a show, you want to make sure it's on that calendar, because it's the one most people check. They're interesting. It's like a P-Series step van truck, like a fifth wheel, and a school bus here. Yeah, SoCalCarCulture.com. I wish the lowrider guys would post more on there, because it would make it easier for me. I always find about lowrider stuff after it happens. Even though I subscribe to, I'm on a couple Facebook pages for like lowrider shows, but they don't always pop up on Facebook thanks to their algorithm. Just like my videos don't pop up on everybody's algorithm. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you like the video, comment, tell some friends. Hit the notification thing, because that helps too. Of course, that doesn't always work, but if you don't see a video of mine for a while, check your subscriptions tab. Although they've messed up the subscriptions tab now. Now that's algorithm based. I don't know what YouTube was thinking there, but people were literally using the subscriptions tab just to see the stuff they wanted to see. And now they made that algorithm based. I think the algorithm kind of messes things. Don't get me started on Nextdoor. Like that, I look for estate sales and garage sales on there. Because the algorithm, it always shows them to me like after the event's already happened. Got Frankenstein. He's got the wings there on the Chevrolet pickup. Square bird. Your best bet is to, when you're on YouTube, go to your subscriptions tab and then click on the chronological part. I guarantee you there's stuff you subscribe to that you have not seen a video from in quite some time. that you might have forgotten about that you like to watch their channel. In fact, it stopped showing me Vice Grip Garage, and I like watching Vice Grip Garage. So I had to go in and like retrain the algorithm to show it to me again. Hey, you're all? Yeah, it's your all. I almost was a dealer for those. They almost signed me up to deal those in North Hollywood years ago. Russian-built military motorcycles. Essentially, they were a copy of a BMW. I think they were built under license in Russia. And then they just kind of kept making the old BMWs. By the time I would do a second channel, it'd probably be motorcycle based or something. That's 58. I have to get later on down there. There's a guy with a 58 Bel Air 4-door sedan like the one I used to have. How you doing? They come for the car show, stay for the random facts about motorcycles. Chevy. Got a very nicely patinaed Chevrolet pickup truck. Hear the rainwater rushing into the gutter there. I don't think it was rainwater. I think it's some water from something else because it hasn't rained yet. There you go, another crate. I've got one of those 70 crates. I said if you find those cheap, grab them. People are like the shabby chic guys have been driving up the prices on those. I like them for records. There we go. '51 Chevrolet. It's got the old dealer badge. Pioneer Chevrolet Company, Yadkinville, North Carolina. It's a little ways from there.
Oh, you know what? Somebody was talking about.
I've actually been to North Carolina. I was in the Navy in Virginia, and me and some friends just drove down to North Carolina just so we could say we'd been in North Carolina.
Hey, Mike, don't forget this one, okay?
We'll get it. We'll get it.
Come on now.
We're getting there.
How come you're not talking about all the fun stuff you talked about? What's your daughter doing?
I'm doing. She's in Fiddler on the Roof musical at the high school tonight.
Okay.
She's probably freaking out because it's the one night I'm going. Her grandfather's going. Her mom's going. I'm actually really friendly with my ex-wife. She doesn't like I wanted my daughter to drive the Caprice, like as her car, but she's like it doesn't have airbags. I'm like, you know, you know how safe these cars are. Okay, then. Yeah, it's a Riviera.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, next year they're talking about doing a little shop of horrors, so I'll probably have to use my medical cabinet or like some stuff I had because it was remember the dentist office. Actually, I picked up a very nice vintage medical cabinet this week. We've already filled it up with like glass. It's in my kitchen. I love finding like vintage storage stuff. I got a mid-century display case. We think it's Italian. It's not marked, but when I Google lens it, we think it's Italian. So I'm gonna call it the We Think It's Italian
Handle our comments.
display case. Very stylish. And it's like it comes apart in pieces, and the plastic little dowels were missing. So I ordered a set of dowels, and then realized, oh, they have to be metric. So I think it is Italian, because the standard size did not work. 77 Land Cruiser. What $35,000. I think this one's been for sale for a while.
That's when you wanted to take it to another place.
It's got the sticker.
Then pump it up in the air.
Rest of the Land Cruiser. Cruising the land. 68 Impala. Now the cruisers are coming out. You know how many car guys I run into at estate sales that like watch the channel? It's like a normal occurrence. Actually, I was talking to with the 66 earlier. I don't know, I think that's she was concerned with the condition. I said it looks perfectly fine to me. It's a very nice car. This is that 68. 9. This is the first 59 Impala or Chevy we've had
Part of the service charge.
in the video so far. So I'll be drinking coffee this afternoon. So I'll be up late tonight.
I got a lot of coils,
67
I got them put away.
Impala here. Alright, we're still going. We're in some parking lot at a restaurant. I think this is part of the show, so we'll just call it that. Not sure if they're just sneaking in or not. Little side trek. I don't know, the restrooms for the show are right there, so perhaps. I don't know what the guy with the Mazda's doing here, but he snuck in too. These, and we'll be back on this nice Chevy Bomb. Now he's got a plaque for the show there, so this is part of the show. So there you go. We've verified that. It's actually a good spot because he's right next to the food. Chevy convertible. Interesting antenna attachment. Pick up like 10 states away with that. '63 convertible. Super Sport with the buckets and the console. I'm trying to think if there's any other interesting things coming up. I was kind of surprised to see the Pasadena Police Show move their date, but somehow it worked out, so we'll do that. Fun story. I had a guy almost assault me for filming his car at that show here. That's the only time it's ever happened. So every time I see his car at a show, I don't film his car or his friend's cars. I'm not gonna say what he was driving, but the guy knows who he is. So, like, it wasn't even like a "please don't film my car." It was like "I'm gonna kick your ass." So yeah, I tend to avoid. Hopefully he's not there this year. I got a 68. In fact, the rest of the day, me and my friends were talking. Sounds like Caprice. Me and my friends were talking about like. Maybe he owes money to the IRS. Maybe his ex-wife doesn't know about the car. You know, we had this whole series of trying to come up with reasons for that. But it's just the weirdest experience I ever had filming a car show. What are you doing here? This isn't Seal Beach. Oh, there we go, 64. I can tell that story. I've never told that story before on the channel. I've told people about it. About the guy who, man, that was scary. I was like, oh my God. I was like, seriously, dude, I'm just filming. I haven't seen that guy in probably a couple of years now, so. Very nice 56 Pontiac. Convertible. I love that. That was 55 that they had on Isle of Lucy, wasn't it? Not a 56. I'm trying to remember. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Another random fact. There you go, nice Thunderbird. Looks like a 56. Now people were going to ask me what he was driving. No, don't ask. I'm not giving you any more information. I don't want to. I'm just saying it was a weird situation. I was like, seriously, dude, this is supposed to be fun. There we go. We'll get through the rest of these cars and then back onto the street. Now, I always say with the videos, like I generally love filming car show. I like talking to people, all that good stuff. Like that guy I knew who films, I was just talking to him about it. I said, if I didn't love doing this, I wouldn't be doing this. I think it comes through in the video. Bus rolled in late. Parked next to the fantastic Mazda SUV. This one is for sale. Remember the swap meet rule, don't call too far ahead in the future. Do it for Johnny. What movie is that from? Come on, everybody. Oh, that's stupid. Everybody knows what movie that's from. Gonna do it for Johnny. All right. I hate those when they have those on Facebook. What is this from? Like, it's about everybody knows. Go, G-Body Regal, lowrider. I got a lowrider, like a full-on, like, I mean, there's just a lot of lowriders here, but they didn't do the Long Beach show this year. I think they moved it to like somewhere else, San Diego or something. One that's actually put on by a lowrider. That one they like, oh my God, that press pass was the worst. I had to pay a lot of money for a press pass. Just some guy messed it up for everybody. I've never had to pay for a press pass before. I'll get there, there's a little bit of music, so we'll short clip and quickly get through this area. 61. 59.
If you want to get over there, you got to be like.
Lots of great cars out here. Okay. I get everywhere I can. 61 convertible. The cruisers are coming out, so that's good. By the time we get down where the music is heavy, we'll have exhaust noises to block it out. It's called strategy. A 64 convertible here. Mustang coming through. Oh man, now I'm gonna go. See, it always takes me like a little while to get going on these shows. I don't really get my full energy until like mid-show usually. It's perfect today because it's not too sunny. At 64, they're having a club conference back there. Lincoln Continental. I would say I don't know if I should say the name of the door, what they call the doors, because then I understand that's one of the words on the internet you're not supposed to use. There we go. Yeah, we'll short clip our way through the music here. Nice stake bed Chevrolet. Custom Mercury here, convertible. I think the show goes till 3 o'clock today. There's Mercury. 63 Ranchero. was the caddy we saw earlier. Cars are out now. Nash Metropolitan. Hudson, Essex. Dog peeking out the back. 69. Down into the big rigs and the farm implements and the tractors and all that. Everybody loves the hit miss motor. Rocking out some yacht rock with Player. Remember, Baby Got Back by Player, not Baby Got Back, Baby Come Back. Baby Got Back's a different song, completely different era, completely different genre. Let's be honest. Oh my God.
YouTuber.
Yo, what's up?
Good job, man. You
Thanks.
Good, man. I got it.
All right. Yeah, I've got a. All right, the cruising's going on now. Yeah, we had the Malaise Days show a couple of years ago. We had an all yacht rock soundtrack. It's like the only car show I've gone to where all they played was yacht rock. It's a good one. The kid got excited when they did the Pina Colada song. 69 GTO in green.
Bro, take a picture of my bro.
I got you. Del Camino, 58. I've discussed on the channel before, I really like, I'm a big Steely Dan fan. I know I always talk about Devo, but I can dig on other styles of music. I realize Steely Dan isn't for everyone, but I do like some Steely Dan. I got this Thunderbird.
How you doing, my friend?
It's good. Lincoln Zephyr coupe. Always a crowd pleaser. It's a 55 Chevy pickup truck out here. We are trudging our way through the show. Spectators are starting to come out onto the street. 67 Shelby GT500. He's got the Marty. There's one fine automobile there. Chevy convertible. Flea Master. I was just talking to the owner. Watches the channel. Arrow. It's a 68 car from the looks of things. C2 So we'll breeze through the area with the loud music. Get on El Camino. Should mention the Washington State trip is 100% not going to happen this year like last year. I confirmed that. Seville. Nice Chevys. How you doing? Okay, here's Chicago Motor Club. '31 Dodge. See, Dodge is that old very old. We had a couple old Dodges last week at the Mopar show. You got a '67 Camaro convertible. There was a '68, just a coupe, at a state sale the other day, and they were like, they couldn't decide whether they were going to sell it or not. So I did give them my number. Chevy Fleet Line. Alright, 56 F100 pickup truck with the side mount spare. I think we've already shot about an hour and a half of footage so far, so that's pretty good. I am making some time here. It's a nice Merc. 3 Ford. Last year that the Ford had the flathead in it. Except in Canada they went to 54. Somebody always used to correct me on that, but yeah, in the US 53 was the last year of the flathead. They went to the Y block in 54. So it does have the Ford-O-Matic transmission. That flathead again with the oil bath. Interesting building. It's mid-century modern with Googie breezeway brick. Yes, we do architecture on the channel as well. Looks like it was an old bank building. I'm guessing that was a bank building at one time, or possibly a doctor's office building. The Googie breezeway brick. Yeah, you can see the breezeway brick in the background there. So we did the Beaumont Shore show last year. They had a was it a Norge ball, the Norge dry cleaning sparkly mid-century ball was still up. We had a little discussion on that. Yeah, see, like it's a dental building, so it probably always was a medical use building. Probably built, I'm guessing, in the architecture late 50s into the 60s. International travel wall.
Don't breathe, son, don't breathe.
67 Mustang. He's been in and out. Come the tractors. Internationals and McCormick Farmalls, John Deere. Chino. Back when I had cable, I used to watch that RFD channel. They had that show called Classic Tractors, and my ex-wife thought I was nuts because I'd sit there and watch the whole thing. She's like, "You're not even into those." I go, "Yeah, but you can watch the show and it's interesting." It was all classic tractors. Now they're cruising around again. The riders are out. On this side, avoid the speaker. I told you they'd have some cruising going on. Aren't we just looking at tractors like 3 minutes ago? I think we were. Second gen Camaro with a small block. The speaker. Hey. And we'll get 64 on the 3-wheel. Was that like Gary Puckett? I think that's it. How do I know this stuff? 59 coming through. That's some tint right there. I'm not sure you can see out of the car with that tint. Oh, thanks. Riviera. Okay, Flowers, we walk through, we'll get away from the speakers. A 60 Cadillac. It's got an LS. Yeah, my dad loved his Cadillacs, but he was a purist, man. They had to be stock. That's how my dad was. We went to go look at a 58 Fleetwood once. The guy starts it up and the exhaust is loud. My dad's like, "What the hell's wrong with the car?" He's like, "I put Flowmasters on it." My dad just goes, "On a Cadillac? It's supposed to be quiet. It's a Cadillac." That's the point. You got this Coronet. See a lot of Coronets. Yeah, my dad passed on that car. He'd always wanted a 58 Fleetwood. He had two 59s, never a 58. I think he had one vehicle that was not stock. He had a 56 Ford Courier. It was like an old street rod. Very like 80s street rod style with a 5.0 HO motor from like a box body. Everything else was stock. All those other cars were all stock. Tractor. Big rig. I'm sure the microphone loved that. Yep, those are air horns. Ford. Like it's he's put a Windsor in it of some sort. This is the Fairlane, not the Fairlane 500. This is the standard Fairlane. The 500 was the next trim level up, and then of course mid-year 59 they came out with the Galaxy package, which was the Galaxy 500. The hearse again. That hearse is here every single year I've been here that I can remember. Second gen Chino. Shorty. How you doing? There you go. Got this Mustang. It's a 68, but he filled in the quarter lamps. 7 Chevrolet. Busy out here with the spectators. So we still have a lot of show to cover, as well as the trucks, farm implements, and tractors.
Hey, love the channel, man.
Oh, thanks. I got 61.
I have an announcement for you. If you haven't got one of those great breakfast cereals, you're not
Still doing breakfast. 62. So if you come here, there's a little park over here, and they have cars there, cars across the street there by the Civic Center. A lot of booths, like local vendors and stuff. The 65 Malibu. Check this. Ooh, check out the interior here. Yes, the 70s are alive. Tell you what, I've gotten into looking for 70s furniture now. I've actually got some interesting stuff I've picked up. Lots of velours. 64. My SS and a 64 El Camino. That K5 Blazer. Microphone is enjoying that one. 66. All right, here we go. 55 Chevrolet. Last call for breakfast burritos. There you go. I'll tell you, the burgers are pretty good. They were last year when they started doing lunch. And it does go to their cause, which is always good.
You get free breakfast burrito, you get free plaque for attending, free t-shirt, and it's a great show. Also coming up,
65.
The shop is on the 16. Don't have a flyer, you go online and register.
That brought his own cannon. There you go. How many car shows have cannons? 65 on ball. 55 Chevrolet with big block. It has much shot. Very similar. I had a 4-door sedan 58. This color combo I used to daily about late 90s, maybe into 2000 or 2001. I used to know. It was around 2000, 2001.
About 5-10 minutes. We're gonna have some flyers up here.
I used to drive it when I went to Santa Monica College right after I got out of the Navy. And every year a picture of me with the car at Bob's Big Boy on a Friday night pops up on Facebook. That's 54 Chevy. I got people asking me dates of car shows. It's like I'm being quizzed on what car shows are what days now. Quick, what's on this day?
Okay, I mentioned the cow rides.
There we go. We got
Santa Anita Park.
yes, Cal Rod Santa Anita. We'll be there.
May 16th. I have some flyers here at the DJ booth. I have now.
President run into any of those guys here yet? I'm sure I'll run into them at some point in the future.
Car show June 14th.
A Chevy truck. If I could ever figure out how car shows get scheduled, there's definitely a science behind it that's it's a nice 65 here. It's got the underdash AC on that one. Which was popular to do on the cars that weren't factory ACs a lot. I said they got these little side lots with cars in it for the show, such as this Chevy convertible. I'd say I got a good chunk of the show shot already. I think it's gonna be an over 2-hour video when it's all edited down and everything. 54 sedan. It actually makes it a lot easier to film when it's overcast because the heat really drags you down, so you can imagine. I do keep a water with me, and at the end of the show I keep a cooler full of waters and one Gatorade, so I always drink the one Gatorade right at the end of filming. I have one Gatorade, and if I need any more hydration, I'll put a water in the front seat with me for the ride home. There's patina on this one. And I always wear Nike Air Force One sneakers with Dr. Scholl insoles. That's been my winning combination there. Very nice Packard. Very nice. That's Buick convertible. He's parked at the electric spot. Had that car with a Del Mar, they had that ESO Revolta that was converted to electric, and I made the comment like, it's really not worth converting your car to electric unless it is genuinely going to be your daily driver. Yeah, 66, 54 Chevy. Over here, it's a shoebox, backyard fresh. It's got the flathead 6 in it. 1950 model. Definitely looks backyard fresh. A Chevy Apache pickup. And a Chevy sedan. Got her far away enough for Mick Jagger over there. Little Chevy coupe. Chevy. Very well patinaed. 69 Camaro. We saw this one rolling through on the street earlier. '67 wagon. 56. All right, 1948 Harley. Morris Mini Cooper. Right-hand drive. Alright, I got 32. I just realized how much I have left to film. I'm going to have to speed it up a little bit. Seats on here.
Probably trying to sell your truck.
1970 Chevelle Super Sport.
He went a couple weeks ago, and then after he got there,
I'll come through here. I think we're far enough from the music going down this way. It's still pretty loud. I hear Chuck Berry over there. That's Nova. I said there's still the main lot, which is hard to film because it's right by the DJ. We got the trucks, we got the farm implements, and the tractors we still have to get. And then there's like a couple back lots. They're decent size. Nice 1960 Pontiac Bonneville two-door hardtop. And so yeah, still quite a bit of show left to see here. So I'm saying I think I need to speed it up a little bit. I estimate I need to jump out of here about noon, which is still a ways away, but I do like to take a break somewhere in the middle as well. You can imagine it's a lot of walking. That 68 Camaro, times it currently almost 10. So, to be mindful of that. 68 Camaro. So when you're filming a car show, the most important thing you can do is remember to take a break and come back refreshed. Mustang. No. 56. I don't believe I've ever got this entire show. Usually anything with cruising, it's impossible to get everything because obviously some of the cars are out cruising or moving around and that sort of thing. Usually it's very, very similar to like a fairground show without being at a fairground. Fairground shows, I generally can't get the whole thing. Just too much there. Your Ventura National, certainly Moon Eyes, Grand National, yeah, the outdoor day. The indoor day I get everything indoors, but.
okay, I'm done with you all. We're moving on.
There we got a bump side pickup. been Crown Vic swapped. Crown Vic's over here on the street somewhere. 55. So yeah, I think it's time to hurry up a little bit quicker. So in my brain, I know what I haven't filmed yet, since I've done this several times before. The Hemi-Cuda. Yeah, how you doing? There's the Hemi-Cuda. So a lot of good stuff at Hemi cars, wing cars, Cudas, Challengers, Chargers at Mopar last week. Bronco coming way over here. Yeah, the crowds are coming out. So I call these the Main Street car shows because it's always on the main drag, and this is pretty much the first one of the year. Think about it. There's this one, there's Temecula, there's Riverside, there's obviously Sespe Creek and Fillmore. The Culver City one's coming up. You know, generally on the main road, and they come out, they spend money at the businesses. You know, you got the Ontario show, same thing. Ontario Cruising Reunion, it's on the main drag. It's pretty much the first one of the year. Pretty much kicks off that season. Very nice, 455 high output Trans Am here. Early second gen Firebird. This one is at 72. Of course, the Trans Am came out. Firebird came out in 67. Trans Am came out in 69. Very low production. They only did the 1 year of the first gen Trans Am, and then the second gen they went to that style in the F body. We got the Chevy Coupe. Go, we got 67 Mustang fastback. There you got a 55 Chevy pickup. So he's got the sign back there. That's fancy. All right. Over here. Now we're on the grass. Not on the grass, but on the grass. The cars are parked on grass. Okay. That's 65 Super Sport. Impala. Convertible. We got a hard top next to that. Close enough to the speakers now, I don't need to worry about it. I watched another guy on YouTube that he must adjust his mic to cut out anything further away from him, but his audio sounds really weird. 67 big block Corvette, 400 horse, 427 on this one. Factory AC on a Roadster. That is an unusual combo. One El Camino. Over here, let's get about a full plate. Keep going, keep going. 68 Camaro. Magic of editing, we can avoid the chair farm. There's a cab over with the Canon. Saw rolling through earlier. Buick convertible into the Art Deco era of automobiles. Gorgeous design on this one. Studebaker Street Ride. See a lot of Studebakers from this era. Did the Studebaker show at La Palma Park a few times for the channel. '62 Chevrolet. It's like a Bizkeen. It's a base one with a. This one actually has a small block, it's not a 409. A '67 Mustang. It's got the modern engine. Fastback. Custom door handles. You shave the little faux vents there. This 66 C10 with bicycle. It's got a little scooter bicycle thing. I don't know what they call those.
Don't forget, we have a great grill in the back. We have some wonderful raffles. Our ladies have been working all year and grabbing these wonderful gifts for you. Enjoy the
F100, like resto mod style. How you doing? He's got a stereo in the middle of the right under the speedometer. That's an interesting placement for the. I carry a Bluetooth speaker in my car. It's got the Christmas Story leg lamp. It's fragile.
Come forward because we have a special recognition for him today.
I haven't watched that movie in years. I saw that movie when it came out in the theater because I'm old. It actually came out when I was a kid. Little cars. I just better get this whole line before they turn the music back on.
So as he jogs up here,
Yeah, I got
his best friend
more
is going to
cars.
go help him up.
nice fleet line.
As he walks up, I'm
I always say announcements are a great time to get your filming done. There we go. 64 Impala. Oh, let's swap. A Ford Ranchero from the 70s. It's for sale, no other info.
25 years ago, probably, we had a meeting in a garage.
Oh, there's the
and
info.
We were there with Nate
It's
Rod,
like a-
and I think it was Eddie
I think it's an
Carter.
older,
I don't know who else was there.
like paint
But
job,
they had
custom
this
paint
event
job.
going on. They called it the Corn Tea
info on that.
Car Show,
20,000 on
but
that.
They weren't able to keep it going.
Sunset
And they asked
Orange
if we would keep it going.
paint
And I
job,
was
what it
thinking,
says.
What do we know?
This is 72, so it's got the
I don't
fish
know
mouth.
anything. But there was Walt, and Walt knew. And then his friends.
That's the 1 year of 70s Ranchero I've owned is the 72. 56 F100. All right, 64
Thank you for that. But it started
Malibu
out a little
convertible.
small, and it has grown into what you see today. It has turned into a major fundraiser for our club. This has turned into a major community event for the community to
And
come
that's
and
C10.
enjoy, see your
What's
cars,
that?
vehicles.
T-shirts? Okay.
And because it's such a good club.
We got cruising going on. There's actually a whole loop you can do too. People are turning around down here. We'll turn around under the flag. We got 41 Buick. F85 Cutlass convertible. Very nice in yellow. It's very 60s color. 70s you can get right here. This Pontiac Firebird sitting on the turbines. Formula 400. I'll come over here. We got the Studebaker pickup. Mustang. So we'll have to see. There's a back lot and there's like a back street where a lot of cars are often parked. So I'll have to see if there's where it's filled in this year. 68 Chevelle here. '63 is parked off on its lonesome on the corner. The Super Sport Impala two-door hardtop. Cruising on his own there. That's 64. That's 66 Impala convertible Super Sport. For sale, there's your info. Yeah, 56 Ford F100 pickup. I'll come around here, these guys are conferencing back there. Alright, we're almost to the trucks. I will say about the trucks, they are very difficult to get completely in the shot, so they're slightly bigger than an automobile, ever so. Got some sort of forklift? It's like a giant forklift. It's like the front of a Mack truck or something and then a forklift. I don't know. There you go. That is a forklift. I think it's for... It's big. That's all you need to know. It's from a farm, so it moves something farm related, some sort of farm implement mover thing. I'm sure someone will correct me. So these are very, very nice. This is a nice Peterbilt. We got a newer rig, Kenworth. Yeah, this is what you need to haul around your bicycle. Old diesel Peterbilt. There you go, In-N-Out Burger Peterbilt. Here's his license plate. In-N-Out. I'm not sure if it's owned by In-N-Out still or if it's got an old license plate. Coming out. Army vehicle. And always a crowd pleaser, the hit miss motors, John Deere. My buddy worked at a John Deere dealer about probably 15 years ago. And he said the farmers would actually still bring these in to get serviced. There was a few that still used them on the farm.
But as the governor slows down, that's just going to close that exhaust valve. When it's not liquid and not gasoline or whatever.
Those tractors we saw earlier. Alice Chambers. Nice IH McCormick Farm All. International Harvester Company, Chicago, USA. $19.53 Farm All. Cormac Deering Farm All. Might be reaching the point where I need to take a break. New tractor. There we got some more fitness goodness for you. One is a 1919 Fairbanks horse. About an economy. 1917 on this one. Cormac Deering. We remember when the guys used to set these up at Pomona Swap Meet back in the day. That was always fun to watch. They've got like a air compressor coming through the whistle.
Hot yet? Well, I ran a tiny bit of water through it.
It's like a water pump. Either there he's making moonshine, one of the two.
Yeah.
Check that out. Galloway here. This was from 1916. Down here. 1914, 2 horsepower. Got the saw attachment. See the piston going in and out. Alright, we got the farm implements out of the way. Finally. There we go. C10 with lots of patina. Around here, what does every car show need? Oh wait, that's not right. On Cougar. Okay. 72 Camaro. There you go. If you didn't catch the joke, there it is. So how that started was I went to Pleasanton for Good Guys. There was one of the halls was completely full with the Cougar Club. So I walked in and I went, hey, it's a room full of Cougars. And it sort of became a joke after that. And I think I penciled in August Pleasanton on the channel. That's the only other Good Guys meet I'm able to hit this year, other than we already did Del Mar a couple weeks ago. Here's a Camaro. This guy could sure use the Senate bill. Let's be honest. That's all I'm going to say about that. No comment beyond that one. Oh, looks like it's registered in Arizona. Yeah, I wonder why. So anyway, Camaro is for sale.
For sale.
Sharpie. And now the crowds are coming out. We're going to try to work our way towards the food vendor. Somebody's truck sounds like it has flatulence over there. Interesting tea bucket. Not sure what kind of trailer you put on that ball, but okay. Maybe a cougar. It's called a callback in the comedy world. I don't know, the cougar's right over there, see? Nice traditional rod with a flathead. 32 coupe. Yeah, Ford sedan. Pontiac.
Oh, that's probably where Partitas is.
Nicely patinaed Chevy pickup. We'll just breeze through here. 56. 56 Ford. Got a Chevy TPI. There we go. There's the right kind of cougar. One that isn't a camper. Five is a Nomad. Yeah, we're going to have to cruise here a little faster. Is that 56 Courier? We've seen this before. It's Vic swapped. Or Panther swapped. Cadillac.
Oh, yes.
57. How you doing? Second gen. It's a hearse. Yeah, we're just gonna do walkthrough style for a lot of it. And oh, slingshots. It's like the ones you rent at the beach or whatever. 62 Cadillac coupe. My dad had one of these. I don't know whatever happened to it. He sold it. Used to be a guy who drove around Hollywood in the late 90s. I'd see it every once in a while. And it looked pretty rough the last time I saw it. I think the guy was not taking very good care of it. Nice Ford. It's got a flathead. 57 Fairlane's got the 312 Y-Block Thunderbird Special. 57, that would have been the first year they didn't have that weird teapot carburetor. Riviera. You got a DeLorean. Oh, he's got a sports almanac, and he's got Doc Brown glasses, so he cannot determine this to be Back to the Future memorabilia free. And he's got the time machine model as well. There you go, sports almanac. I remember when the first movie came out, Back to the Future, saw it in the theater. Who knew all these years later it would still be such like a big part of pop culture over 40 years later. All during the Chino. Okay, I'm gonna stop after this one and go find something to eat. Would be a good idea. Take a little break. All right, back from the break. Here's the international flatbed truck we saw earlier. From a Duster. How you doing? Not too many cars cruising right now. We're gonna do, there's the one lot by the library. Fun fact, one year I edited the video at the library here. I think it was the year I brought the Pacer to the show. Probably 3 or 4 years ago. Seabirds coming through. Yeah, I edited the video at that library. It was the year I brought the Pacer because I couldn't leave until a certain time, so I was done filming. And in the library, it was like a really hot day that day too. And I remember I ducked in there because they had air conditioning. I said, well, I might as well go get the computer, edit the video. So I did. This Ford sedan.
It's 8 inches lower
Christmas party.
Christmas party. I love Christmas. Always got to have a Christmas party. The 70 El Camino watches the channel. Says, you got to get my El Camino. I said, okay. So they brought it here a couple of years ago and it was still in primer. If you'd like your very own El Camino, no, it's just, I'll be getting it out eventually and selling it, but it's not, I'm not quite ready to. Yes, so I always see this one at Pomona. It's delivery. It's usually him, and then there's a matching pickup truck. All right, we're gonna film back here this lot and street.
What color is your?
I think they're not cruising back here. They do have a ice cream vendor. So you have this Plymouth, a modern Hemi in it. Oh, there's cruising going on. That probably wasn't the best place to put an ice cream vendor, especially now that the sun's coming out. Yep, the sun is definitely coming out now. We are expected to see rain tonight and tomorrow morning, though. Actual truck with a Hemi. What I'll do is I'll avoid the music as much as possible, get as many vehicles shot as possible, focus in on the interesting stuff. My back is starting to get a little non-happy. So we'll find that, and I do have to make sure I'm okay to sit through a 3-hour musical tonight. So there's that. Yep, there's definitely cruising going on. In fact, I'm already planning on getting some coffee, something very strong, caffeine-wise, before the show. You're probably wondering how I get to these shows early. I go to bed early, so to stay up late is odd for me. So I've already kind of been staying up till 10:30 every night this week. Except for last night, I went to bed at 9:30, but it was 1970 Super Sport, the cowl induction hood El Camino. That's my secret to being able to get to Pomona at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. 61 Buick, 2-door hardtop. And now the cruisers are coming out. So the induction on the nail head there.
Hey, Big Mike.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
It's good. Ooh, now it's warm. Yeah, when I got here, somebody asked me, "Are you really going to film this? You're just wearing a t-shirt." It's much easier because once you start filming, you warm up because you're walking. So, I don't know if that's one of those magnetic cups or what, you know, for the car there. It's hanging. Yeah, those guys get them, they put a magnet in there. And they leave it on their cars, they drive around. Alright, we're gonna... So this one is very difficult. I don't think I can get the whole show. The 67 Chevelle. The cruisers are getting ready to go. Lowrider. Yeah, I hear a lot of music over that way, so we're gonna, I think I may do a little bit of the parking lot at the library and then call it a day here. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, or it might be after this. I really got to watch it, especially with having to stay up tonight and sit in a chair and watch a musical. I do try to get as much of every show as possible, but in some shows it's just not possible to get the whole thing. And that's Riviera. Yeah, I think we're just going to call it here. That's going to wrap things up here at Chino for Chino Cornfeed Run 2026. Massive show, lots of great cars, long video. That's my only video for this weekend. Next week we are off for possibly Temecula on Friday. That's still a maybe. Saturday for sure we'll do Show and Go in Riverside. Sunday we got Long Beach Swap Meets. Lots of great stuff coming to the channel. Check the tentative list. Let you know what I'm planning on hitting in the near future. It'll be in the comments section. Pin it at the top shortly after the video post. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, tell some friends about the channel, leave some comments, and until next time, I'll be seeing you.